Listening to 25 or 6 to 4, one of the biggest hits of the iconic band Chicago. And they're currently touring North America, and they're making a stop in New York City. They're going to be at the Hard Rock Café in Times Square this Sunday for an intimate performance benefiting the nonprofit Musicians on Call. Joining me now over Zoom to talk about this special show, one of the original members of Chicago, Lee Loughnane. Lee, so great to see you.
Great. How you doing, Chris?
Awesome, awesome. So you're going to be at the Hard Rock on Sunday. Safe to say on Saturday you'll be in the park?
We're in Baltimore.
Okay, I'm sure they've got a park or two down there. First and foremost, I want to just say congratulations. This is your 56 of touring for you. 56. You haven't missed a year since the very beginning. What's your secret? That is an amazing feat.
Well, my arms are very tired. But I'll tell you, Robert Lamb, one of our original members, has said many times that he feels like the touring has been one long tour. And now it's 56 years later, and I'm sitting here talking to you. So it's pretty cool to be able to do what we do for a living and still be relevant today.
And it's amazing because, again, the music just continues to live on and live on. I want to ask about a set list for Sunday. If you can give me some of the hits that fans can expect to hear if they're getting tickets and they're there at the show.
Well, we're going to do a cross-section of our entire career. We're going to start off with the first song that we ever recorded, and which was Introduction, or actually it was the first song on the first album, Chicago Transit Authority. And then we're going to go through our entire career for 2 hours, 2-hour sets with a 20-minute intermission.
Can you get through? I mean, does 2 hours cover it? I mean, I'm just going back, and I was just kind of thinking some of my highlights. I became a really big fan. I'm 52 right now, so I became a really big fan, in the mid-'80s. So again, some of the songs that, If You Leave Me Now, Hard to Say I'm Sorry, Hard Habit to Break, You're the Inspiration, Just You and Me, Stay the Night. I mean, that video, that still, I can remember that video like I'm seeing it for the first time, Stay the Night.
Yes, I was a traffic cop, I think, on that video.
I mean, it's incredible to think of all the songs that this band has had. Do you have a hard time figuring out, okay, how do we squeeze all of this music into just 2 hours?
We've done it so long that we have changed the set list countless times to make it interesting for the audience and for us. And we keep trying to switch it around a little bit year upon year. And people keep wanting to hear the same songs over and over again, and they keep living on generation after generation. So we're pretty happy with it.
Yeah, it's pretty great to withstand the test of time, as I mentioned. Now, the band has supported Musicians on Call for over a decade. You've performed a number of benefit shows for them. What is it about this nonprofit that's so special to you?
Well, I think when they started the nonprofit 20 years ago, they didn't realize how much it was going to be able to help people in hospitals. The two original guys who started this foundation, I think, accidentally met each other through dire circumstances where they lost two loved ones, two people very close to them, and they must have brought their instruments into the hospital. And the doctors and nurses who had the people hooked up to machines noticed that it made a difference in their readouts. So they started bringing more people in, and this thing built and built and built. And there's been probably millions of people by now that have been helped through the power of music.
Once again, yeah, exactly. The power of music is just transformational like that. I could go on and on about your achievements. You've got all the Grammys, the 21 top 10 singles, the Recording Academy's Lifetime Achievement Award, member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, the loyalty that you've got from fans over the decades, how rewarding is that? Because I'm sure when you first started out, you knew you guys were talented, but you probably, if you were to fast forward almost 60 years later, it's probably pretty tough to conceptualize just the impact you've had on the industry.
It is that, and like I said, people relate, different generations have related to the music the same way that the initial people did when we started 60 years ago. And you don't know that when you write a song. You hope that anybody else besides yourself will like it as much as you do at the time. So to have this kind of longevity is beyond our wildest dreams.
And if I could, before I let you go, I just want to ask you, and this is strictly a personal question about the music. What was your favorite time? Did you have a favorite time? I mean, you guys are just about to release your 38th album right now, but did you love the very beginning? Was it the 80s, 90s? What part of this vast career did you look back on and be like, oh man, it was just so great then?
I gotta tell you, it's been a blur, and I have those quick memories where you go back and you remember a dream and you only remember a little bit of it. Those are the kinds of memories that I have through the course of days, or like while we're playing a show. You go back to, you start a song and remember the time in the studio that you were actually recording these parts. So these things come out of nowhere, and it's just great to be able to keep doing it.
Well, Lee, it's so great to talk to Music Royalty. We greatly appreciate it. And again, good luck, continued success, and good luck with the tour. And we welcome you to New York City with open arms at the Hard Rock on Sunday. Take care, Lee. Thanks.
Bye-bye.